Hey folks, doing a quick video here to list the changes in the new JT-4000 Micro update, which is version 1.1.4, I believe. I haven't been able to find anything online in terms of release notes or changes, so I thought I'd go through what I have figured out. I was playing around with it yesterday and noticed a few bugs, noticed a few things missing. Then I updated today. So I'm going to go on the changes I've noticed, but also the changes I see in the manual that's available on the Behringer website. So first of all, I'm going to go through Midi messages, or the messages that it received. The first thing that I noticed changed yesterday, I wasn't able to get program changes via Midi. I often use these at the start of a project to load it onto the correct program, so everything kicks off in the right place. So I can show that program changes. If you can get this into focus, I'm changing it on my MPC1 here. We can see that as I change it on the main project menu there, it changes, so that's working fine. Another thing, which was a weird bug I noticed, was that when I was sending amplitude envelope changes, it would only respond to it if you're actually within the amp section. So we can see if I change it, so I get it into focus, if I change this on the MPC, we can see that it's changing. Yesterday when I was doing this, you had to be in this little section for it to change, but now you can be in any section, and if you change the envelope, it will respond. So let's try and test that to prove it. Let's put it onto, let's say, a better fat saw. I can see it's like a very fast attack on that. If I open it right up, hopefully you can hear that. That's fading in. Put it back down. Okay, pretty obvious. So yeah, those are the changes on the MIDI reception. So other things that have changed, they've changed the menus a little bit. Let's go into the settings menu. The first thing I've noticed is that here, I don't have, this is all out of focus, sorry guys. So the first thing here is we have a new B menu, which is the hold. So when that's turned on, it will hold the note that's on. So let's turn it off, we play a note. Turn it on, it will hold it. Yeah, it's nice for chords and what have you, drones. So that's the first change. The second change is, if we have a new section here, which is pretty neat. It's called and again, really sorry for these out of focus. We go onto the CHO section, which is chord, I'm assuming. So if we enable it, it will do an auto chord. So if you play a note, it will build a chord around that. The octave is the first setting. Doesn't sound great. We go to the next one, which is fourth. This is much nicer. Does fourth chords. We have fifth. Nice and lush. We have major chords. We have minor. Oh, sorry, that's ED. That skipped a one. ED, I don't know what that stands for. It may stand for EDM style chords. We have ED1 and ED2. Kind of sounds like that. I'll put it back to minor just to give you that. And the last one we have is jazz. So that's kind of a really nice feature and a bit of a surprise. So the next one is we have another setting here. I think it's not in the manual. I don't know if I had this yesterday in the previous one, but it is MIDI CC section, I suppose. Well, when it's on, it will respond to controller change messages from your external controller. If you turn it off, it won't respond to them. So as I was doing previously, changing the envelope if I turn this off, it won't respond to those messages. And yeah, there's another change. So that's kind of the new additions. Now I'll go over one, which is a kind of should be a cool addition, but it's not because it seems to not work. So what we had was that if you wanted to turn on the arpeggiator, you had to go into your settings menu, find the mode. There was like an option of keyboard or arpeggiator. That's now moved into the arpeggiator section. So you have key, you can change it to arpeggiator. But the problem is that it doesn't seem to work. So the arpeggiator seems to have been broken in the latest update. You can hold down a chord, it should arpeggiate through them. But it doesn't, it just plays the arpeggio once. Just doesn't seem to work at all. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know how this actually is supposed to work, but it doesn't seem to work. I don't know. Okay, it seems to be broken. I don't know if it's another setting that I have. Oh, okay. The chords are okay. I'll turn off the chords. That's going to affect it, but now you'll see that when I play it, it just plays it once. So doesn't continue with the arpeggiation for some reason. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's something to do now with this new hold setting. Let's try that. We'll put it on. I don't think so though. I turned this on earlier. No, doesn't work. Okay, so that's something that's broken. Another broken thing, according to the manual, is that in the LFO, you should have a destination of VCF and oscillator. And what should happen is that if you have a super saw, another option should be here then, another destination source, which should be detune, and that is not given to you. So you've only got VCF and oscillator, so that's not cool. The same with if you change your wave to pulse width or pulse form, there should be a pulse width modulation source here, or destination rather, but that is not there. So you just go to VCF or oscillator. The oscillator doesn't seem to kind of oscillate much either. It's certainly not oscillating the pitch. So I don't know if that's broken. So if we turn up this to mount, like turn up the speed, and then we heard it. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it certainly doesn't seem to be oscillating the pitch. So that seems to be a broken thing as well. And that's it. Those are the changes on 1.1.4. Let me know in the comments if you've noticed any other ones or any of the issues I've had with it. If you know a fix, please let me know. And please, yeah, subscribe and like. Subscribe to let me know that people are actually watching this and I could make more videos. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.